Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. And I'm here to do the mid-month for May. Tarot reading for the sign. Can't believe it already. Cancer for mid-May 2019. Before we get started, I'm burning lemon meringue pie for my intuitive candle of the night right behind me here. These are 100% soy-based candles. 2 wicks, good 40-plus hour clean burn on them. And the wax melts down. You're left with beautiful gemstones, crystals, trees of life, pendants, everything you can think of. And they're all beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stones. All of them, all the caged pendants as well. I love them. The cutest little, look at that, little heart. I can't really. Anyway, I've got so many, I've lost count. So anyways, if you go to intuitivecandles.com to their site, use a promo code BOFF10. Well, excuse me. We'll give you 10% off your complete order. They do ship internationally. Right now, they don't have the forms set up for it. But if you send them a message, they're happy to work with you. They won't make you wait for the forms or anything. So go to intuitivecandles.com and enter the code BOFF10 to place your order and get 10% off your order. I think that's it. Anyways, let's get into our shuffle. Oh, that really choked me up. It's been a while since I've had the smudges. I've just done 3 in a row, so it's no wonder I'm coughing up a storm. Cancer, what's up for mid-month? I can't even remember the first of the month reading for Cancer. I can't. I thought there was some good stuff in there. Maybe there's more good stuff here. I'm going to cut the deck. And consult with Felicia. Felicia's this deck stands at the top 5 cards in a mint. For this free general public mid-month reading for May 2019, these are the cards that are meant for Cancer. The general Cancer public reading for mid-May 2019. I'm getting a good, healthy yes. I'm not going to dilly-dally around. Excuse me, friends. Oof. All right. There. You guys are my last reading for tonight. Oh my goodness. I got behind because I had software trouble. Software that I had bought and for some reason stopped working on me, and it took 2 days to get straight. I got behind on everything because of it. I couldn't do any readings or anything. Anyways, very first card, Cancer. Hold your breath, friends, brothers and sisters. Why? Gossip. Page of Swords. Gossip for the last 2 weeks of May. Second card, Wealth and Finances. The Hermit. Contemplation. Interesting. 3, Hearth, Home, Family, Relationships. 6 of Wands. Success. That's wonderful. Challenges, should there be any? The Moon. Illusion. Fifth and final card, your message from Spirit, Cancer, is the 8 of Pentacles. An achievement. Well, that's not half bad. That is not half bad, Cancer. Not at all. All right. There we go. What the hell are you doing? I don't like... He reminds me... I'm starting to dislike him as much as I dislike the Page of Cups. I'm glad he didn't show up. Thankful for small miracles. Gossip. There's going to be talk about you, Cancer. People are talking, tongues are wagging. Let's give them something to talk about. Huh? Yeah. Sometimes I've thought of doing it myself. I'll start a whole new... There was a rumor going around about me years ago. I used to go to my favorite coffee shop every day. And I knew everybody in there. They all knew me. There was a handful that knew me but didn't know me. And somebody started a rumor. And I went in one day and they said, I had no idea you live out in... They said an area of town where all the rich people live. I said, do I? They said, well, I'm asking you. Everybody's saying, yeah, you live out there. You got a house, you got a pool in the backyard. And I, really? A pool? Well, I said, you notice I don't work. They said, well, no. They said you were financially independent. Jeez. They started saying all this stuff. I'm sitting there and I'm just shaking my head and I'm laughing to myself. Not one thing was true. Somebody started this, what they thought was a funny thing, and told this man all this stuff about me that wasn't true. I said, number one, I don't live out there. I just live up over the hill, right here in the middle of the city. You know, and I'm independently poor, not independently rich. And the only pools in my backyard are rain pools from the rain. You know, puddles, right? So, as somebody starting gossip about you, Cancer, people are talking. Not all gossip has to be bad, though. That gossip wasn't bad. It was just funny. And some gossip is good. Sometimes people are wagging their tongues about you because you're so good at what you do. They respect you. They look up to you. They love you. This kind of a thing. That can very much be it. This page shows up. He's got a secret agenda, usually. He's looking for gossip so he can be used as slander on some of you. This card's just giving you red flags to be careful who you trust during the last couple weeks. Very careful who you trust. If you cannot depend on anybody at all, if you can get away with that and not have to put trust in anybody at all, then do it solo. You do it on your own. Only bring other people in if you're forced to, because not everybody's to be trusted. As much as Cancer wants to embrace and love everybody, that's not the way of the world. And we need to remember that, especially during the last 2 weeks here. Whoever this person is, they like to be the center of attention. If you want, if you're going, who the hell's that in my life that would that would want to get gossip on me or slander against it. Who would do that? Who do I not trust? Who do I trust? This person is usually seen, they're young because they're a page, so they're usually seen as very witty, very charming, very handsome. People smile when they're in those that don't know this person really well. But he's a sneaky and conniving, and he loves being the center of attention. Does it sound like anybody you know? Then you best listen up. You may need to sign some documents for some of you this month. These have to do with legal matters. It could be, the buying and selling of something, maybe. Somewhere along those lines. Well, one thing the card wants you to do, Cancer, may seem mundane and blah, 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 right? But it wants you to make sure that you're super clear. And any communications you have going on the last couple of weeks of May, be very, very aware. Do you have any swords in here? No, we don't. We should. Try to keep your mind clear. Try to stay on the ball. Try to have eyes in the back of your head to see you're staying ahead and above the rising tides, we'll say. You don't want to get caught. It's an easy time for misunderstanding. That's another reason why. Keywords here are complaints, backchat, bitchiness, cutting words, paperwork. That's on the negative side, but there's some good stuff going on here too because I can feel it. I can really, really feel it here. Good gossip. Things will get back to you. That gossip about me, I kind of liked it. I said, oh, people think I'm wealthy. That's great. They won't shy away from me then, will they? If they think I'm poor, they wouldn't want, people just kind of act like you got the plague when you're poor. I just don't want to. You might want something, right? The Hermit in Contemplation. So for you Cancers that have some excess money on your person or in your bank account, I'm sorry, my throat, and maybe I'm catching a cold. I hope not. The Hermit, going off into your garden. Just stop and think about things before you make any decisions or you make any moves. You need to reflect. You need quiet time for that. Very important that you get it. I don't have a problem there. It shows you spending time alone. You're contemplating something, Cancer. You may find yourself in the middle of a study as well, studying something. But you need to spend time alone now so that you're thinking on making a big movement forward. Maybe in a different direction, but it's forward. You will process everything that's happened up till now. Because there's stuff that has happened. We all have that every day. If we're alive with a heartbeat, stuff happens, right? Every day. You're processing some of that. Pulling yourself off to the side. Some of you may be saying, hell yeah, I could use it. So you look at it as a retreat rather than being stuck alone somewhere and being separated from everybody. You're under the influence of this Hermit. You need to know, and you're being told that you're being guided by your inner light. And that you're not going to be alone forever, for those of you that are. Distance yourself from overwhelming negative people or relationships when you can, if you can. Do your part on keeping the peace, but you're thinking about making a move here of some kind. It affects you financially in your financial sector. That's where and you're saying, if I move ahead, is it the right thing to do? If I do this, is it the right thing to do? You're making a big, heavy decision. That's going to have a domino effect of some kind. So you need to be very, very careful about what you're doing if you're going to do anything at all. Embrace being alone when the time comes. Contemplation and healing are going to be needed now. And you need to do the contemplating really bad, but you have to be healed in order to do that, to do it properly. And Then you're going to find the answers that you seek by getting to know yourself, listening to your inner voice and your intuition. You're going to know yourself on a much deeper level. Keywords are thought and retreat, travel, inner journey going on, solitude, seclusion. But the big final word is, are you going to have the financial protection that you're looking for? And that's what you're trying to figure out. And it's going to be different for everybody. I wish. I already know the answer to me. No. 6 of Wands. Success within the family, within your home, your personal life, relationships, friendships, this sort of a thing. Card of hard work. And it's a card of resilience, of never saying die, never say die, never give up. Go after what you want, go after your dreams. Nobody else is going to go after your dreams for you. You have to go after your dreams yourself. And if that means finding somebody else to bring into your life, then so be it. Nobody can do that for you. Nobody can make you fall in love with somebody else. Nobody can make you yearn for a relationship with somebody else. These are all things that have to come from you, your heart, and your soul. This card is going to be bringing you some brilliant success. So says Tarot. You get a special light about you these days, Cancer. And others are going to be drawn to your light. Which means that people are going to be flocking around you, whether you want them to or not. I wouldn't like that. I don't know. I wouldn't like that. I'd rather my house lock the door. Special attention may be given to your work. Should you work, Cancer? There could be a special ceremony being lined up and maybe you know nothing about it. Additional meaning of this card is the offer coming from a brand new romance, all the way to the end extreme, as in proposal of marriage for some of you. If you've been dating somebody for a while, it's going to turn, and that's going to be your new start, your movement forward. The advice of this card is, Tarot is telling you, Cancer, to believe this. This is your time to shine. The floor is yours. Spotlight's on you. And don't hold back either. You so deserve any success that's coming your way. Embrace it. Accept it. Stay humble. Be grateful. Keywords are victory, education, awards, love proposals, promotion, strength, and ceremony. It's a beautiful card. There's somebody, I got nothing left to drink and I'm dry. Your third card, we're looking for fourth card. Don't be under any illusions. These are your challenges. Don't let yourself fall into any illusions. Something sounds too good to be true, chances are it is. But if something looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it's a duck. The words for this card are, it is what it is. Don't make it into something it's not. And don't believe other people. It's like don't let other people influence you or lead you. Use your own judgment. It's like the emperor in his new clothes. Somebody's showing you their new clothes. You're not falling for it because all you see is underwear. And you're saying, that's what I see. You could tell me that you're wearing a brand new outfit all you want, but I just see you in your underwear. That's Cancer, hard-nosed and realistic. Grounded. And that's a good way to be. The moon watches what you see. The moon's also questioning the energy. I want you to question yourself. Am I doing the right thing here? Am I on the right track? Looking for answers. Wanting to make sure that what you're seeing is real. Sometimes we let ourselves to be overwhelmed by other people, the suggestions that they put in place. For some of you, you'll be questioning if your relationships are as you see them. You'll be questioning that, the authenticity of your relationships. You're asking yourself, is this relationship going to stand the test of time? There's a lot of differences between yourself and somebody else, Cancer. And you're asking yourself, it's all great in the moment. What about down the road? We're very different from each other is what I'm hearing for somebody. We're very different from each other. You're not sure you'll be able to deal with it on a long-term basis. Your intuition's going to be holding all the answers that you seek. You just have to listen to the inner you. That's always truthful with you. Enough to make you squirm. For some of you, a few of you, your relationships will not be as they seem. How you see them, if you stand back and look at your relationship, they won't look as if, they won't really be the way they look. Looks will be deceiving. There's an illusion right there. It's time to you to face the truth and face the music. Stop wasting your life and wasting your time in a place where 6 months down the road, you're going to regret the time spent there. So if you need to get out, you need to get out now. Not wanting to make the same mistake over and over again. Fighting through those blocks. There's hope for you yet, Cancer. But you keep putting up the brick walls. And that's for some of you, and you're not letting anybody in. It's just the way you're not ready to go that route. You're not ready to give of yourself. You're not ready to take from anybody else. You're not ready to depend on anybody. You really don't want to. I can relate to that. You don't want to depend on anybody. You just want to be left to your own devices, kind of a thing. You need to take time to work the best way forward for you in your life. Not somebody else telling you, dictating to you, overwhelming, influencing, manipulating you. Not going to work. You've got to do this for yourself. That way you can move forward. You're to remain grounded in the here and in the now, Cancer. That's the long-range picture for you to the end of the month. It's easy to believe in lies. It's hard to face the truth, isn't it? Your last card. Jeez. 8 of Pentacles. An achievement. We're ending on a really good note. This card shows for some of you making it through the end of the month without running into any chaos or running head on into any problems. Everything's looking really good. Projects that some of you had on the go, plans that you had on the go, are reaching final stages, and they look really, really good for some of you. It's looking really good for some of you. Some of you may be wanting to return to some kind of educational pursuit to either upgrade your skills or acquire new skills. It's also the card of the perfectionist at times. You take pride in everything that you do, Cancer. Always. Set high standards for other people. As I say, raise the bar in anything that you're doing. Make sure that you're the one that's the best at what you do. Believe in yourself. That attitude is going to pay off for you in a lot of ways. Financially, it'll pay off. Cancer's not afraid of hard work. And this may require some hard work, some elbow grease, some longevity, some stick-with-itness. But Cancer knows it. I don't know about anybody else, but I never got no shortcuts anywhere. I've always had to start at the bottom, work my way through, and work harder than everybody else. That's how it felt at the time, but many times over. But I always felt a sense of pride, right? That I stood on my own 2 feet and I did this on my own. It makes it very big. I tell you, raising 3 children on your own for the most informative years of their life, that's the most rewarding and the hardest job anybody will ever do. I knew that if I could get through raising my 3 sons, that I could pretty much do whatever I put my mind to. If I come out the other end clean, do you know what I'm saying, and not destroyed. I love my boys very much to this day. I don't care how old they are. They're still my babies. But if you can get through something and you look back, when you have those moments of self-doubt, I don't think I can do this. Oh, no, I think I've had enough. I think I'm going to pull back. I'm going to pull out. I change my mind. I think about other things in your past that you've gotten through and you really believed all the way. And if I'm feeling for some of you, there's going to be one thing that you're going to be going, yeah, how could I forget that? And I lived through that, and that was way harder than this is going to be. You can do this, Cancer. You can do this. One thing for some of you that if you don't know it yet, you're going to be learning this lesson, that you have the ability to earn more by learning more. So the more you learn, the more you earn. Focus all your energy and success will follow. You can't fail by trying. Cancer, some of you, and I probably want to right in that circle of people. What I'm about to say is we've got ourselves closed off from the world. And I can't speak for everybody, but all I can say is I like it this way. It's less complicated. I like to keep my personal circle very, very, very small. Although that meme that says, I know, an awful lot of people know me. And I know a lot of people. But 99% of the time, I'm all alone. It's the irony of it all. But I choose that for the most part. I love being alone. I love living alone. I love being able to come and go as I want, do as I want. I love being, I know some people feel bad for me, but don't feel bad for me. I walk on the beach alone. I'll sit down there for 3 hours. I do it quite a bit. And I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. I'm in my happy place. Why wouldn't I be? There's nothing I can do to change past. Past is what it is. We all need to hear that too and realize that. And I realize that what's, could come at me tomorrow. I've been through worse in my past. I've been through a lot worse and a lot harder times. I like to believe I'm through the worst of my life, the hard times and all that stuff. Although I've always found that you've got to, I don't know about other people and other signs, but I know for Cancer we have to work really hard to be successful. I do. I have to work harder than everybody else. I don't know why, it's just the way it works out. Anyway, Cancer, that was your reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. And that's going to be my reading for the night. I'm going to bed after this. It's late, but already 12:23. So that's it for tonight. I can't believe how close Cancer's birthday's coming up really, really fast. Oh my God. Anyways, I wish you all the best of the best, and I hope this reading meant something to you. I hope it gave you some guidance or a little bit of heads up or maybe a little bit of clarity and say, yeah, Tarot's right. Maybe I should this or maybe I should that. This sort of thing. It means something different to everybody. It's a general reading. You want something meant just for you that requires a private reading with me. You can look down below this video window, right down there in the show more section. Read through, grab my email. I use that for everything. Ship it off. I'll get you taken care of. And if you'd like to join us on Facebook under groups, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, we are closed and we are private. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, if you don't find me here, you usually find me walking down below, along the water's edge, down on the beach. They're bringing the highest tides on the whole planet, the Bay of Fundy. I'm always waiting and I'm always watching, waiting for the next change of tide. It has me hook, line, and sinker kind of thing. I wish you the best of the best for the last 2 weeks of May. Please keep the peace in Cancer, so you can share that love and that light out with the rest of the world that you're so good at doing. We're the caretakers of all the signs. Even terra firma, Mother Earth, is a Cancer. We take care of ourselves and each other. Also, live your life as if you're living it under the microscope of the universe, and you'll never go wrong. Believe me. I'll see y'all in June, I hope. Take care. Bye for now.